Today on Rockdale Live, we'll discuss Rockdale High School's gas leak, Colin Kaepernick's national anthem protest, and the consequences following. Then we're getting to know Rockdale Career Academy's new principal, Miss Oldham. Then we'll discuss Brock Turner's life after being released from jail after only 3 months. Following, we'll discuss Teddy Bridgewater's injury and recovery.
Stanford University student Brock Turner has been released from jail after serving 3 months in prison for a sexual assault charge. The college swimmer was placed on trial after being witnessed raping an unconscious female behind a dumpster. At the time of the event, Turner admits and even blames the source of his actions as being linked to alcohol. On the other hand, Turner also admitted to being intoxicated but functional. During the trial, Turner's lawyers attempted to minimize the seriousness of his behavior, calling the original sentence of 14 years and Turner's emotional state a steep price to pay for 20 minutes of action. When Turner was given his original sentence of 14 years, Turner's attorneys pleaded for 6 years. The judge lowered it even more to 6 months. Turner only served 3 months and was released on good behavior.
The injury to Teddy Bridgewater has struck fear into the Vikings coaching staff. The star quarterback has suffered a non-contact injury in practice and dislocated his knee joint and also tore 7 ligaments in his knee. He could possibly be out all this season and through the 2017 season as well. This injury happened at the worst time for the Vikings as Teddy Bridgewater was going on a good 2-year run. Now they have to have the backup quarterback, Sean Hill, play while Teddy Bridgewater is out. We'll see how the Teddy Bridgewater injury unfolds through the years.
NFL 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick has received backlash for his protest for not saluting during the national anthem. What had once started as a one-man stand has now affected the whole NFL. By his silent protest to show his respect of the lost lives of racial discrimination and police brutality, Kaepernick received support among plenty of celebrities ranging from Golden State Warriors point guard Stephen Curry, comedian Steve Harvey, new Golden State Warriors forward Kevin Durant, and director Spike Lee, who expressed his concerns and support with the quarterback, stating, "I find it interesting how people want to pick and choose what rights people have," he starts. "Every time you want to talk about anti-gun violence, there's a problem. People run and scream about their Second Amendment rights being infringed upon. The same way John Carlos and Tommy Smith raised their black glove fists at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico is important. The same way Muhammad Ali refused to go to Vietnam War, these are rights Americans have."
Ultimately, it's to bring awareness and make people, realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust, people aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change. That's something that, this country stands for: freedom, liberty, justice for all, and it's not happening for all right now.
Is this something that's evolved as a philosophy in your mind, and how has this kind of progressed that you make a stand like this?
It's something that I've seen.
Something that seemed to surprise some supporters were veteran support for his stand in a letter. Army veteran Richard Allen Smith showing his support, saying, "I wanted to put something out there in the world to say that there are veterans who not only agree with Colin Kaepernick's right to do that, but also agrees with the action and substance within that man," Smith said, "and are willing to stand up and say Black Lives Matter, and this is an important issue that we need to address in our country." However, through it all, Kaepernick will continue to kneel during the national anthem until he says he sees justice in America. I'm Nakaya Gorham from Rockdale Live. Now, over to Daryl Jefferson for weather.
I'm Daryl Jefferson with the 7-day weather forecast. Today, it is partially cloudy with a high of 87 and a low of 68 with a 20% chance of rain. Saturday, it will be also partially cloudy with a 90 high and a 69 low with a 10% chance of rain. Sunday, it will be partially cloudy with a 89 high and a 76 low with no chance of rains. Monday, it will be cloudy with 85 degrees as the high and 65 as the low with a 20% chance of rain. Tuesday, it will rain with an 85 high, 64 low. Wednesday, it will be partially cloudy with 85 high, 62 low with a 20% chance of rain. Thursday will be cloudy with an 84 high and a 62 low with a 20% chance of rain. And next week, Friday, it will be cloudy, 82 high, 63 low with a 20% chance of rain. And I'm Daryl Jefferson with the weather.
September 13th may have seemed like a normal Tuesday morning to most, but for the students at Rockdale County High School, the day began with the smell of gas, possible dehydration, and no lunch at lunchtime. At around 10 a.m. that Tuesday morning, a smell of gas was reported to school resource officers. Soon after one person reported the odor, others began to take notice as well. The administration soon had no choice but to evacuate the entire main campus, but the Rockdale Magnet School down the hill was left undisturbed. It was later discovered that the gas leak was traced to the auditorium, but the damage had already been done. Students were forced to settle in the school's football stadium for close to an hour in nearly 90-degree heat. Because no one was allowed in the school until after the issue was resolved, many were left with empty stomachs around lunchtime and the remaining question of what really caused this gas leak.
This year, the Rockdale Career Academy has a major change. Miss Jill Oldham is the new CEO and principal. She has been a member of the RCA staff and administration for years.
Well, I joined RCA in 2006, and I was the only counselor on staff at that point. The very next year, I moved to the registrar position, which then put me with the admin team. I became an assistant principal in 2008. So I guess the admin team really officially since 2008.
RCA has undergone many changes since its start.
RCA has changed tremendously. When we were planning RCA, we could only see what we thought it would be, what we thought the opportunities would look like. But once we got here in that very first year, the 2006, August of 2006, and opened the doors, we were able to see what adjustments needed to be made in our programming to better meet the needs of our students. So we have changed dramatically. When we first opened, we had one college class on campus and it was not on our schedule, and we had 0 advanced placement courses available.
RCA is unlike many schools in the fact that there are many teachers straight from their industries.
I love working with all of our teachers from industry. And the most beautiful part is watching the teachers from industry working with the academic teachers and how they integrate to make everything seamless and work together. We have an amazing staff, and the teamwork is just exceptional, unlike what I've seen anywhere else.
Ms. Oldham speaks on how she became a part of RCA.
I was on the planning committee for about 4 years. I got to have some input in what the building looked like, what the programs were going to look like, how it would function with the other schools, and when it came time to prepare to open the building, I couldn't let it go because I needed it to be done my way. I needed it to be done right for the kids, and I was afraid to let go. So as much as I loved being at Salem, I opted to come over here.
She has many goals for the school in her time here.
You know what? RCA, we are a great school. We're a great school, but now we're going to take the next few steps to make this not only a great school, but we are going to be an even better career academy. We're going to start making some additions, some changes, some tweaks to the programming to make it an even better career academy.
The Atlanta Braves have officially released their schedule for the upcoming 2017 season. This season will be the first season played at the new SunTrust Stadium. The Braves' first 8 games will be on the road. The new park will be the host of 81 regular season games, and the first of which being Friday, April 14th, 2017, against the San Diego Padres. The new stadium will give a new look to the Braves team and new hope for the fans joining games there.
Don't forget your dancing shoes, Rockdale High students. Your homecoming dance is this Saturday, September 24th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
In the following week, don't forget that everyone who registered for their SAT to study and get plenty of rest, because the following week, October 1st, is your test starting bright and early at 8 a.m.